What's up guys, it's San here from Telos Kiwi, a block producer on the Telos Zero network. Now in this video today I'll be showing you Meridian Lend, which is on the Telos EVM, so I'll be using my MetaMask wallet, and Meridian Lend is a lending protocol, which means that you can deposit cryptocurrency assets and earn interest on them, but you can also borrow against your cryptocurrency assets here on the Telos EVM network. Now, if you are a holder of Telos, that means that you can also lend your Telos or borrow Telos as well through this platform. Let's launch Meridian Lend and I'll show you how this works. Now, this is secured lending, which is pretty much what DeFi lending protocols are. You do deposit a cryptocurrency asset, so you could deposit Ethereum, Telos, stake Telos, Bitcoin or stable coins. And then once you've done that, you can then also borrow or take out a loan against your assets that you've deposited. Now, for a lot of people, you might wonder, why on earth would you do this? It doesn't really make sense. Why not just sell or use your cryptocurrency? For a lot of people, they might not want to sell their Telos or their Ethereum or their Bitcoin. So maybe they need stable coins. Maybe they need to take out a loan for something, but they don't want to sell their investment. So what they can do is they can deposit it into a lending protocol like Meridian Lend, and then borrow stable coins against it. Once they pay off that loan, they can then retrieve their original assets, so their Bitcoin, their Telos, or their Ethereum. Now, I'll be showing you both sides of using Meridian Lend today, so how to deposit to earn interest, to lend your cryptocurrency, and then also how to borrow against it, so taking out loans. Now, if we have a quick look at what assets I have here in my MetaMask wallet, I do have Telos, which is staked Telos tokens. Now, I can lend them here on Meridian Lend. So under the markets page, I go to Telos, and on the right, you can deposit your Telos. Now you can see currently there is a 0.77% interest that I'll earn per year on my staked Telos. It is a low percentage, and this is based on how many people are actually borrowing the same asset, so they're paying interest. The more people that are borrowing, the higher the interest rate is, and you, the lender, get given the interest payments from the borrowers. So I'm going to deposit my staked Telos, my Telos token, and I go max. You can type in a certain amount, but I'm going to go max. Actually, I'm going to deposit 2,000. We'll make it nice and easy. Press continue. You need to then approve the usage of that 2,000 Telos in my situation, my case here. So I'm just going to go pop that through, approve that, wait for it to verify on the blockchain, all done, go deposit. Now, Telos EVM is very quick, so these transactions do approve very quickly. All done, just like that. So if we go back to the dashboard, we can now see that I have 2,000 staked Telos tokens deposited on Meridian Lend, and I'm going to be earning interest over this period with a bonus interest rate. There's a bit of a promotion going on at the moment to encourage more people to use these DeFi applications. Now, that's cool. So I'm earning interest on my staked Telos tokens. You can see it sitting here. The USD balance is slowly climbing live. At any time, I can go withdraw and withdraw my deposited assets. Now, how do we borrow against them? So now I've deposited staked Telos. Let's just say I want to borrow some USDC. I want to borrow some stable coins. Well, first I need to make sure that I've deposited some kind of crypto asset here in the dashboard because I need it as collateral. So as you can see, I've got just under $900 worth of collateral. I need to also enable collateral here. So all we need to do is go press yes. So I'll just disable it really quickly to show you guys how easy this is. Now, this is something that you do need to approve. Something else to keep in mind too is before you start using Meridian Lend, make sure that you don't put all of your Telos in here. You obviously need a little bit of Telos in your MetaMask wallet to pay for transaction fees. So I'm going to enable collateral and sign that there and verify it on the blockchain. Sign the transaction. Takes roughly half a second, 1 second, all done. Go back to the dashboard, and now I am ready to borrow. So if we go to the borrow tab at the top, it then displays what assets are available to borrow and how much we can borrow. Now, I've deposited around $900 worth of cryptocurrency or staked Telos. I can only borrow 40% worth of my deposited assets as a loan. And as you can see, it's showing us here that comes out to about $358. So today I want to borrow some USD coin, USDC, and the interest rate that I'll be paying is 8.29%. And this does vary. It does change all the time. So it is something to keep an eye on. Today I'm going to borrow 100 USDC. And if we just open up my wallet here, you can see I have no USDC in my wallet. Once we go through, you can pick a stable or variable APY. I recommend you do a bit of reading on this. I usually go variable. And then I just go borrow. And once again, we do obviously have to approve this through our wallet. And just like that, success. So if I open up my wallet, I should have 100 USDC that has been put into it that I can then use for anything I like. So currently we've deposited or lent around 2,000 staked Telos tokens, and we've borrowed 100 USDC. Now that's really cool. Now, if you go to your dashboard, this is the easy place to see what you've got. So your deposits and your borrows, so your loan. At any time, I can go ahead and repay my loan. Of course, if you have this loan out for quite a bit of time, it will accrue interest. You will need to pay interest as well. So you will need a bit more of USDC or whatever asset you borrowed to repay it. And just remember that you can't actually really withdraw your deposits until you've actually cleared your loans, because your deposits are the security for your loan. So it won't let me withdraw my staked Telos if I have an active loan here, because it needs an asset lent to actually back and secure that. So just like that, repay my loan, my 100 USDC, and go repay. It's always important to remember when you're going through this process just to follow the task box down here, and it will go all green and let you know that it's all successful and confirmed. But you do need to wait and follow all the steps. There are a few different approvals that you have to do. I believe the first was the approval to send the USDC back and then sign in the transaction. Success, I have repaid. So if we go back, I shouldn't have any loans under my dashboard. There we go. Shows I've got a tiny amount. I must have earned just a tiny amount of interest, so I can clear that later anyway. And then I've got my staked Telos there. As simple as that. Now, something to keep in mind is that you can get liquidated, so keep this in mind. I've currently got $900 worth of staked Telos tokens lent on Meridian Lend, and let's just say I borrowed 350 USDC. Let's just say that staked Telos and Telos, the whole cryptocurrency market, crashed, went down really quickly. USDC is always going to be worth $1 as long as it's pegged. That's the point of it. Whereas my deposits will go down in value. So let's just say I've got $350 US worth of loans on Meridian Lend, and I've got $900 worth of crypto lent. That crypto lent goes down in value and it gets to about $400 worth, and I've still got a $350 loan. At some point, my deposit is going to be taken away from me and liquidated to pay off the loan. So that makes it secured lending. Basically, people that are lending to the platform, they shouldn't reach a position where they can't get their assets out or there's no assets to back the amount they've lent, because all of the loans need to be fully secured. If someone doesn't pay back their loan, or the market drops very quickly and their loan and their deposits become the same value, Meridian Lend will liquidate the deposits and pay off the loan, so that whoever's lent this USDC into Meridian Lend, the lenders, are covered. They're not going to be left holding an empty bag. Hopefully that makes sense. It is a bit of lending and borrowing, DeFi, finance, all that kind of jargon. But that's how you use Meridian Lend. I highly recommend just having a look around the platform. You don't necessarily have to deposit and take out loans. Just have a look around. It can be quite complex, but I've used DeFi lending protocols throughout the years, and so I did pick up on this quite quickly. And apart from that, if you have any questions, do leave them down below. I will also put the Telegram to the Meridian Lend Telegram channel in the description. So if you have any specific questions, you can go and ask the team there, because they are the ones that know best. I'm simply just a block producer here on Telos, happily promoting the community projects. Now, being a block producer, I do this work, and I also obviously run infrastructure for the network, currently at rank 43. So when you do stake your Telos here on Telos Zero, do vote for Telos Kiwi. I do appreciate it. The higher rank I am, the more governance powers I have over the network, and I do also get paid, which covers my expenses in operating my block producer hardware. Apart from that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.